You've just come up to a point where you're having your first withdrawal.
Liquidity provider, the software provider, and yourself, all of you will make money at the same time.
You're in the same boat.
You're in the same boat.
Yeah.
The product we're using is essentially what we were using with the prop firm.
Yeah.
And the difference is just that we now have real liquidity.
The client presses the withdraw button, and then we're feeling the same anxiety because it's in our best interest for you guys to get paid.
We waited patiently, allowed the system to work. We passed the challenge, we made money from it.
Hi, Akin. How's it going, mate? Welcome to West Wales.
Hi, girl. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here in West Wales. I wanted to come and meet you guys.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do it since last summer.
Yeah.
But
So, perhaps you can tell us a little bit about your trading journey overall. Like, how did it start?
I've always believed in the market. My trading journey started over a decade ago.
Okay.
But it's been hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
And during COVID, we started again because a number of us were at home working remotely or doing stuff, and we had time to learn different things, including crypto and all that. So, and I went back in again, and I was part of a multi-level marketing business where they were actually trading and testing this product for their members.
Yeah.
And to some extent, it was successful. But the business went under, and there are several of them like that. So they're having people that wanted to help the retail guys, retail traders, to take advantage of the market. But there hasn't been a good model that is sustainable and that can make everybody to profit medium to long term.
Yeah.
It's often a short spell, and then it vaporizes or disappears with the inside. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that often builds frustration. I've also learned with various lingua, pips, buy, sort of those things.
Yeah.
And because if you're already busy with your personal life, sometimes it's a bit difficult to maintain
The trading strategy.
the strategy. Because what may work today may not work tomorrow. So you need to be on your toes, you need to be inventive and creative. So all that makes it a little bit difficult to sustain it profitably like you will.
Yeah.
Because we know there's money to be made in the market. It's done it properly. Yes.
It's hard to find the time, isn't it? You know, to be able to look at the charts all day, and you have to be there at certain times and that sort of stuff. So this is kind of something that I struggled with as well, to be honest. So yeah. So how did you actually get into trading? What was it that I guess drew you?
My motivation.
Yeah, your motivation.
I just want to make more money.
Yeah.
I want to make more money for myself, my family, for my friends.
Yeah.
I knew that program I joined, I had to open an account for my cousins, my nephews, my nieces. That's what I believe in. So I believe so much in it that through the market we can all do very well, and we can support friends and families and bring people to a level of laughter that they can only imagine. So that's the kind of person I am. If I find something lovely, something good, I want to share it with everybody around me.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's my motivation. Make money for myself, support people around me. In my dialect, there's a proverb that says that if one person is financially successful among a lot of poor people, he himself is a poor person.
Yeah.
Because you're surrounded by weak people.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be surrounded by weak people financially. I want to be strong financially, and I want people around me to also be strong financially. That way we can have impact. That way we can have a good life. That way we can serve our generation, can leave a fantastic legacy for our generation. So those are my motivations.
You obviously see these Lamborghinis and stuff on Instagram, don't you? And it's some of that is why a lot of people get involved in trading, which I hear a lot. So it's nice to hear kind of the flip side of that, where it's more of helping your friends and family around you and becoming financially stable as well. It's just really good to hear. What's your trading journey actually been like? Like, if you was to sign up in a few words.
Before COVID, it's been mostly losses.
Yeah.
After COVID, it's been a mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Some wins, some losses.
Yeah.
And we now came into so after COVID, we now have this era of prop firms. And this era of prop firm, initially it sounds interesting, but you could see the the risks.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis, you pass the challenge and you're trading with the prop firm, then they turn the road on you and they change the road on you, and the win that you have, they don't pay it out to you.
Yeah.
And that's happened with a number of different prop firms in my experience.
Yeah.
I know what they are trying to do, but it seems that their business model is not for everybody to win. The business model is for to make money off the retail traders or retail investors, and then use those funds to pay a fraction of people, which in a market or in a sector where we have huge sums of money, I think it is rather naive. Not only naive, it's also mean to design a product that will only favor one side. When you can actually design a product that everybody can genuinely win. If your motivation is to strengthen the retail guys to make money in the market, like the big institutions, surely you can come with a better product. But the prop firm model is not serving the retail investor, it's mostly serving the prop firm owners.
It is.
As a result, there's pent-up frustration, and especially when they change the rule in the midst of the game. And they do it consistently. And sometimes some of them will just disappear into the ether. You don't know what happened to them. So I felt that the weakness in the prop firm is an opportunity that somebody can exploit to bring a better product to the market for the retail trader.
I've seen personally the conflict of interest between prop firm and trader only be magnified of recent as well. I think the golden age of prop firms, if you like, is kind of maybe behind us now. I mean, the concept of it is really good, isn't it? Having access to large amounts of capital when you prove that you can trade, that's brilliant. But the issue is, and I personally believe it's around the regulation. So I think that because there's no regulation there, it means then that they can badge it up as simulated, so they don't have to actually connect anyone to liquidity, and they can badge the profit share up as I don't know. I've had these terms.
Rewards.
Yeah, rewards. Like, no, I made money on this account.
So it's like you're doing me some sort of good.
Yeah. In theory, I should have been making you money as well. And that's how it should have worked.
That's correct. Yes.
And you should have been benefiting from it. That's how it should work. That's how proprietary trading has been since, well, before my days anyway.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, like you said, I believe as well that it's a product to exploit retail traders, and especially when you look at the barrier of entry as well. With it being so low, you get a $100,000 challenge or $500.
Yeah, I think the program did have some unique selling points, which is very good. You and I know historically, barriers to entry I think has always been capital. In addition to expertise and so on and so forth, but at the core of it is finance, and they were able to package it in such a way that for a small fee you can have this good account. I think is for the sector. I think it's novel. I think it's great. But where they got it wrong was now shortchanging their customers or their members in an underhanded way. I think that was what make it like a house built on sand, which will collapse eventually, and that's what you see all around in the sector.
Because really, the only way that a prop firm survives is by having more people buy challenges. So the moment that dries up, it puts pressure on the firm. And don't get me wrong, I still believe that there's a place for prop firms, but I also think that with prop firms, you have to really think about the additional risk. So you need to be aware that there's a compound of risk there, where trading is risky anyways. And when you start to add risk about a third party saying, "Oh, you traded such way, and therefore I'm deducting or taking away your account," it just adds that additional layer of risk that is, in my opinion, not required.
And uncertainty. It makes people uncomfortable because they have no guarantee that account they will still own it till tomorrow. Also, there's no guarantee that the profit they've made, they will actually get paid out for it. The only way the prop firm sector will continue to be around is if they are willing to change part of their processes and methods.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, when the newer prop farm guys came into the market a couple of years ago, it forced the established brands to change, to change their practice.
That's a good observation.
Yeah. So I think if we can get better product in the market, that will give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
Because if you have a better product where a lot of people can win across the board, and they begin to see that their footfall is going down, they are going to be two things will happen. They either shut down or they will change if they genuinely want to be in this sector.
Yeah. And it's interesting what you say there about the anxiety that you get when it comes to you've got the funded account, you've passed the challenge, all well and good, and you've got to a point where you're at a payout. And I've been there where you're pressing payout button, and you're like, am I going to get this or not? And that anxiety is something that I think a lot of traders or prop firm traders experience, and I'm sure you've experienced it before.
Yes. Particularly this day and age, and then you have some rules where we know that when we're in the AI age, and you have some silly rules that you cannot use bots, you cannot use this, and if you use that, I mean, that's backward thinking.
Yeah.
You are the one that actually should be challenging and championing this technology. I can help you better, I can strengthen your result, and give people support for it. Meanwhile, a number of them don't like it. And if you want your retail traders to do very well, why are you, as an institution or a sector in this area of business, why are you against technology that will make life easier for people? That's backward thinking. The industry itself believes in technology. The industry itself promotes it and they encourage it. And then you now have a sector now penalizing their retail traders for those things. Again, that's another thing that this sector need to look at. The prop farm industry need to change their practices, embellish it, take the best thing that they have, make it better, make it genuinely rewarding for all their customers. Then they can make progress out. If not, it's going to go to pot at some point.
Yeah. And the difference between you're saying about institutional trading using AI or trading automation and prop firms is that on this hand, on the institutional side, they're trading real money. So there's no conflict of interest. Whatever makes the money is what's going to work, isn't it? It's what they're going to use, because it's actually generating profit. Whereas on this side, you've got that conflict of interest because you're not actually connected to real capital. It means then that they're looking for any excuse, if you like, for
to take the cash you brought in.
Yeah, exactly. And find ways to reduce what you're paid, even though you've generated.
Yeah.
And for me, that just, like you say, it seems backwards.
Yeah, because they're using paper money. So you're using paper money on the left hand. There's no real liquidity. The actual liquidity that comes in is the money from the people buying the challenges. That's the only liquidity that they have.
Yeah.
And you now pay part of that out to those who are winners.
Yeah.
Which means you cannot pay all of that out. If you pay all of that out, you go out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a conflict of interest right there.
And I've had some phenomenal experiences with prop firms, and you have as well. I mean, you've had payouts and so forth, which is really good, isn't it?
Yes, I've had prop firms, couple of prop firms, they've paid out.
Yeah, it's just frustrating being in the industry when the opportunity itself seems so good.
Yeah.
So it's kind of why we moved away from that, and we're focusing more now on capital allocation, which you've become a part of as well. So instead of us having this conflict of interest, what we want to remove the conflict altogether. We want to earn when you're earning, and we want the broker or the prop firm, if you like, to earn as well. So that's kind of where the trading desk was born. So perhaps tell me a little bit about your experience with that side of it.
Yeah, I think the trading tech, the trading desk is a good solution. So here's where the trading desk is different. The trading desk is set out with a clear philosophy. We want everybody to win. That's the core of it.
Yeah.
And that philosophy is fundamental to the house that is built on it.
Yes.
There's a passage in the scripture that says that if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? So if you start with a faulty foundation, what's going to happen? It's going to collapse.
Yeah.
But if you flip it, if the foundation is strong, what will the righteous do? The righteous is going to be excited.
Yeah.
But if the foundation is strong, is firm, the righteous, in this way, righteous in quote means that people who are following the rules, people who are doing the right things, they're going to be excited. They're going to be leaping for joy, and so on and so forth. So I think that's where the trade desk will say. You have all stakeholders benefiting or losing regardless. And my journey with you guys now at Limitless is over 2 years. And based on the work we've done with via the pro farms, the system is so good. As a system, we hardly go into drawdowns. And even if you go into drawdowns, it traces back into profit. We hardly, the product here in Limitless hardly burns out accounts. Hardly. I have had over 4 or 5 pro firms. There's not one of them that you guys have passed on me that will burn the account down. And these are large accounts. So as a philosophy, the strategies are careful. They're not too aggressive. It's about being realistic, following the rules, allowing the boss to do their job, understanding that there will be good days and there will be bad days, but we know that overall the good days far outstrip the bad days. And we've got data to prove it here. I have seen that at firsthand. And based on that antecedent, we know that to pass a challenge with for lack of a better word, class A prop farm, that means the top end ones. Normally it takes 3 to 6 months. So that 3 to 6 months, you pass phase 1, let's say $200,000 account. They will ask you to pass phase 1, you have to achieve $20,000. To pass phase 2, you achieve $10,000. So in that 6 months or thereabouts, that's $30,000. Paper money. Guess what, guys? With the desktop, that money is no longer paper money. It's real money because it's connected to the market. So instead of waiting for 5 months to now start earning money with your trade firm, potentially, or your prop firm, potentially, with the trade desk, you start earning money or losing money from the first day. So all things being equal, you're in the market. If you don't make money the first month, you make money the second month, and so on and so forth. So you're not waiting for 5 months to get payouts. So it's a major advantage. Also, the liquidity provider, the software provider, and yourself, all of you will make money at the same time.
You're in the same boat.
You're in the same boat. And if there's a loss, nobody makes money. So it is their own interest to make sure that the program succeeds. The software, the buoyancy they're using makes money, because if they don't make money, they cannot pay money. If you make money, they pay money. And that's how it should be. You're not paying money up front for anybody to come and take undue advantage of you, and vice versa. And that's a major difference between the prop firms and the trade desk.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there. I couldn't have said it better myself.
No, it's
brilliant.
It's exciting. Look, obviously it can be fine-tuned, it can be improved, but I think it's a sweet spot here. We have real liquidity.
Yes. Yeah, that's the difference.
Not money from customers, real liquidity in the market. Connected. That's a major breakthrough for retail traders in this part of the world.
The core difference is having that capital available to you, isn't it?
Yes. So because when we trade real money, we make real money profits.
Absolutely.
We're not making rewards.
It's not rewards anymore.
No, it's real money for the market. Yes. And then my first month in with the new product has been very profitable. Yes. So because the product we're using is essentially what we were using with the prop firm.
Yeah.
And the difference is just that we now have real liquidity. Same strategy. Okay, we can tweak this strategy here and there, but the major difference is that we now have real liquidity, making real money in the market and getting paid for it.
Yeah, because the issue for me has never been making profit from the market. You know, I think you've hinted it there that you've had multiple bot firm accounts and never blown an account. You've always been profitable. You know, so if we translate that onto real liquidity into the real market, we start to see, we start to gain from it then.
Yes.
As opposed to a whim and a hope that we pass the challenge and they let us through, and then they eventually pay us.
And they pull the rug under you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is mean.
For no real reason.
For no reason. And they make people, for me, it's the pain of leaving people hanging.
Yeah.
You know, it's like something, I want to go and catch this, I want to go, and the person just, as they're trying to go and catch it, they're just pulling it away from you.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't even know they fooled it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so, you can imagine maybe you have plans for this morning, you're excited, you told your family, and then now go back, oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
And that's very mean.
Yeah.
So what the trade desk has done, we remove all of those uncertainties, disappointments, anxieties that people are having, knowing fully well that yes, trading is risky, but with manageable risks based on antecedents. What's that thing online? Is it FX? My FX book.
My FX book. Yeah.
They can go on. They can go in my FX book to see the trajectory of the product for several years now, based on the antecedents. The product works. We make money, and the difference here is that we're now in the real market with real liquidity, with some of our money involved, so that we can all make profit genuinely.
And you remove that anxiety of pressing the button and hoping whether or not you're gonna.
Hoping against hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is for me as well really, really important, because we have shared that anxiety, because we pass profit challenges for clients. We provide that as a service, and that's all well and good until the client presses the withdraw button, and then we're feeling the same anxiety, because it's in our best interest for you guys to get paid, because it's likely then that you'll come back and purchase more from us and want to do more with us, you know. And plus you'll give us nice reviews and talk nicely of us. We start to grow there, you know. So there's definitely no conflict of interest between us and the client. And it's always frustrating when we get someone like yourself that's been through the prop firm meat grinder, if you like, where we get an email. Oh yeah, my account's been blown for not wearing the right t-shirt today, you know.
Yes, it happened to me earlier this year. I wore the wrong shoe. I think I had 400,000 accounts, and we had a beautiful run in January. We had about 18% in January, and that was I think the income was going to be about 10 grand or 20 grand on both accounts. That's a lot of money. And then I made a request with that one of the biggest prop firm in the world, and the next thing is that I exceeded I break their policy. That's a lot of money. That's big frustration.
Yeah, of course.
So a product where that is connected to real liquidity, and where you have a skin in the game, and that is designed for all stakeholders to profit. When you profit, that's the only time they profit. If you don't profit, they can't profit. So there's an incentive for all stakeholders to behave properly. Because they know that if they don't, everybody will lose. So I think it's a major shift in thinking, in culture, in mindset, and obviously in results. Because if you know that I have to do well so that you can do well, so you want to be consistently doing that so that everybody can do well. And that's a big major difference between the prop firms and the trade desk.
So what is the long-term goal for you, to trade and invest in?
Profit very well from the market, strengthen my immediate community as well so that they profit from the market. And products like this will help average individual persons, families, communities to begin to genuinely profit from the market.
Yeah.
Because when it's a product where nobody is trying to take undue advantage of you, you are committed genuinely to real liquidity in the market.
Yeah.
So everybody has something to gain
Yeah.
or something to lose.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of it, if we succeed, everybody succeeds.
Yeah.
If you as a customer gets paid, everybody gets paid.
Yeah.
If you don't get paid, nobody gets paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a genuine, it's a good thing, it's a good product. So that's long term. So that's my own motivation. Get money for myself, strengthen my community financially, and spread the word across the nation in England and Wales and Scotland. We can all profit as retail traders for the market.
Yeah.
We have a proper relationship in place.
Because you're a teacher, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Maths teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always felt that there isn't enough education, and I'm sorry to say this to you, but there's not enough, in my opinion, enough education around investing, around mortgages and all that sort of stuff that I feel that you have to learn on your own. What are your feelings of that?
We need to tweak the curriculum in the UK, and we need to start this thing from kindergarten, making investment a lifestyle, not just savings.
Yeah.
Making it like you drink water or you breathe in oxygen.
Yeah.
We should just make it normal part of life and build it into everything we're doing, including our curriculum.
Yeah.
From primary school, secondary school, and so on and so forth, and make it exciting for the kids.
Yeah. Why do you think that isn't hard?
It could be again a culture thing.
Yeah.
Because for example, in the UK, in the US, 401k is a big thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then Canada, they have something similar where you put money aside for your kids to go to university.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So linked to the stock world, I think to the stock market. So although we have ISA here, which is a fantastic product, but the ISA stock and shares, not a lot of people have bought into it over the years.
Yeah.
And again, it goes to the underlying cultural issues.
Yeah.
People don't understand it. People don't know it.
Yeah.
So I think education and culture is the key drive.
Yeah.
And data backed us up. If you put money in the market, after a while, over several years, you will make money.
Yep.
If you're not looking for get rich quick scheme, all those funny business,
The guys in Lambos.
you know, the market will profit you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think education and culture needs to change in the UK across the whole of society.
Yeah. Because, funnily enough, my education when it came to investing and forex and trading and all that sort of stuff came from social media. That was my first real look into it, and I was spurred on by the guys in Lambos, and I was like, whoa, these guys have got Lambos, and all I've got to do is click buy. So yeah, for me that was it was odd. Well, it's odd now when I look back on it and think, actually, I should have been taught more about this. I should have been told that this is, because it felt like a whole new world when I found it. It was like, wow, this is a thing, you know. And ideally, I want the future generations to be more involved and at least have something curriculum that says this world exists.
So surely we can put a program together that they can deliver within PHSC across the country.
Yeah.
Something not too burdensome, something easy to understand for the kids, so that they begin to understand that there's a place called the market.
Yes.
This is only what investing. There's up and down. You can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money, but with wisdom and calculated risk, you can do very well outside. Surely that can be done.
Yeah. What would you say to someone? What would you say to someone who is potentially looking at doing something like the trading desk? If they were, I guess, hesitant, what would you suggest?
Some people are completely novices. So, for example, someone who has never been into investment before and they came across trading desk, so we need to encourage them and reassure them that we're here to support you. Bottom line is trying to make money for you, and for all stakeholders. If the liquidity person and the software people don't make money for you, they cannot make money.
Yeah.
So the goal is to make money for you first.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
because it makes money for you, the customer, the new contractor. Everybody makes money.
Yeah. Neil, it's important that we understand that it doesn't come without risk.
Yeah.
We do have to bear in mind that there is still a risk involved.
Yes.
And I think that's what scares a lot of people.
So crossing the bridge is a risk.
Yeah.
Going on the train to go to work is a risk. So there's risk everywhere.
Yeah.
Even crossing the footpath in front of your house is also a risk. You have to guarantee that you can cross it, the car will not knock you over. So, but it's a calculated risk.
Yes.
It's a major difference.
Yeah.
So since I've been part of this organization, I have noticed that all the trades that we have done with no burnt account, none of our accounts have been burnt. We've not lost any funds. We have passed all the challenges, and we make money from the prop farms.
Yeah.
Okay, they have their issues, but bottom line is that I make money from prop farms.
Absolutely.
So and that's because we are doing calculated risks. So the goal here is that yes, it is risky. We're not here to lose your money, but we don't make money for you. We cannot make money.
Yeah.
And then for those who have been disappointed, either by the prop farms or people, or you've gotten somebody to trade for you before and they let you down and you've lost hope, you've been hurt, I acknowledge your pain, I acknowledge your frustration, I acknowledge your disappointment, because they're real. Nobody can sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
But there's also a fresh start.
And what I think's really a good way to move forwards from that is that the when we were creating the trading desk, it was really important for me to treat it similar to a prop firm where you get that capital allocation, but also similar to trading in a brokerage account where you deposit. Because for me, instead of paying for the privilege to be a part
On the soft firm.
yeah, exactly. You pay for the challenge. Yeah, you pay for the privilege to take the challenge. With the trading desk, it's more about depositing funds, because we suggest there's a minimum term, 3 months. But after that 3 months, if you wish to remove yourself from the program, you can do. Meaning that everything that you've earned until that point is yours. You've had the withdrawals, but also what you've put in initially is yours as well. It never leaves your custody. It's still in your own brokerage account, and it's still yours to withdraw once the minimum time has expired. Yeah, and that for me, when I was building this, was very important, because what I didn't want it to look like was a cost, because that's not how things work.
Which is that's a major difference, because when you give your money to the prop firm, you have no guarantee of it coming back.
Yeah.
In some prop firms, it never even comes back.
Yeah.
In some prop firm, when you make your first withdrawal, they will give out that fund, that money
Challenge.
to buy the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here it's actually very different, because the 6% that you are added to your for the capital allocation is your money.
Yeah.
In your brokerage account, which you can withdraw at the end of the 3 months trial. Yeah, that's a good point to
it was really important to do it that way for me, because I didn't want it to feel like a prop firm. It feels very different, in my opinion. I don't know what your thoughts on that. Does it feel different?
Yes, it does, because two things. You have the liquidity provider is providing you liquidity of 94%, and you're adding 6% to it. But that 6%, you can take it out after 3 months. Yeah. So which is a major difference.
Yeah. You've just come up to a point where you're having your first withdrawal, which is great news. Yeah. How does it feel being at this point? Like, I know that the withdrawals are essentially automatic at this point, but had you needed to press a button that said withdrawn out, would you still feel that anxiety that you would if it was a prop firm?
Oh, of course, because you have, if you, at the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure that this thing will go through. Or we have been penalized, because I have been penalized by at least 2 or 3 pro firms, and I didn't even know I did anything wrong, So it feels great to have and this is another point. The system here is completely automated. You don't have to press a button. Once you are set up with the appropriate technology and everything, it's hands-off, it's hands-free. You don't even need to bother until the end of the month for you to take out get a profit paid out to you. So I think that automation thing is because people are busy. And they don't even have the time or the expertise to do these things. But having a system where it's really automated and work while you are working in the background, while you are doing other things, I think it's also another unique selling point. That you don't have to really do anything. The system does the work for you, including making your withdrawals.
Have you felt, I guess, a bit anxious about that where it's no intervention from you at all?
No, because, well, I'm different anyway. I understand that we're now in an age of automation. So a number of things, like we have all these chat boxes now. Before, you used to have human beings, but now it's AI. So my mindset is like that. So I'm used to that. Oh, just by having drive-through.
It's just done.
Before, you have to get out of your house.
You
go to the show, you buy the thing, but now you don't have your car. You just go in, pick your stuff, and just go through. So that's what it is. It's just like a form of drive-through system where most of it's completely automated. I get it. So the stress, the hassle, the anxiety really go down.
Good. And I suppose it helps that. I mean, just has there ever been a point where you're like, oh, I want to get involved? Has there ever been, throughout the whole of your time trading with our system or anyone else's, has there ever been a time where you're like, oh, maybe I should do something here?
Oh yeah, because if you do as a retail trader, a time where you want to make that place you trade yourself or stuff like that. But when it comes to an automated system, you are aware that the system knows more than you. This is your data now. So the system has 12 eyes. You only have 2. It has 12 brains. You only have 1. So it is in your own interest to allow the system to work the way it's designed. Because ultimately, we've proven it again and again that the system makes money. We've never bought any profile challenges. We never exceeded drawdown. That this current system, even goal 1, goal 2, or goal 3. They do very well. So we got data to back up that this system works. So now that we now have it, the only difference now is that it's a proper real-life liquidity account. It's no longer paper money. It's not just the word. It's real money. And then instead of wasting 4 months, 5 months past the challenge, you're beginning to make money from day one. Approach like this with encouragement, with education, with reassurance, and testing the process, hopefully you'll come out at the other end with profit.
I mean, this industry is full of unfortunate people and unfortunate companies, should we say, in the nicest possible way. And trust is a massive thing.
Trust the big thing.
It's huge.
Trust the big thing. And my wife found this company. My wife, Mariah, found you guys. And that's one thing about my wife. She's very good at finding things and finding people. Initially, we were not sure. I'm saying this to talk about trust.
Absolutely.
And I spoke to Jason at the time. So I said to Jason, okay, and with these people, I'll come back to you. And I'm so glad I did.
It's great to hear.
I'm so glad I did. Because it took me 1 year to pass the first challenge. But I waited patiently. I allowed the system to work. And I think we didn't make problem. We passed the challenge. We made money from it before the profile company started misbehaving. But the point is that it worked. So that relationship built it engendered trust. So from 1 profile account went to 3 or 4, and all of them were passed. So trust is a very big currency that we cannot play with or toy with.
Yeah.
And so there's a trust deficit
Yeah.
that must be overcome, and
Yeah.
the effort to overcome that rests on practitioners in the industry who are doing good things.
Yeah.
And helping address the issue of mistrust or distrust, and the number of things.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who is hurt.
Yeah.
You don't just as they get up and go. You want to trick them.
Yeah.
So we must put together some sort of program to address the mistrust, the hurt or the past, even though you are not the one that caused it. So that by now in your product, you have dealt with those wounds, as it were,
Yeah.
quotes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The financial wound, the financial distrust from the industry, and then now the medicine. So this product here is the medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because unless you do that, you will just be losing something. You lose them because of those hurt and the pain.
Yeah.
So I think coming at it from that perspective will really help addressing the hurt, addressing the pain, and then you provide the panacea.
Well, I don't have any other questions for you, but perhaps you might have some questions for me. I think I've been banning those questions. So perhaps you might have one or two for me.
Yeah. Thank you. I think one of the things that I since I started working with you guys, one of the things I picked up are your values.
Yeah.
For the benefit of our clients or will-be clients, can you talk about your value that drives you?
Yeah.
That makes you to have that excellent standard. Yes, you want to make a lot of money, but how that good values are driving it.
Yeah. Well, they stem from our own experiences within the industry. When I first started, I paid a lot of money for a trading course and tried to learn, and that turned out to be nothing that I couldn't have learned on YouTube, and paying for signals and all this sort of stuff. And the amount of times that I went paying someone for a service and it not being delivered, and them blocking me on Telegram or disappearing, or prop firms doing X, Y, and Z. I wanted to break the mold, and that was kind of the idea behind Limitless, was that we're not going to do it the same way as everyone else. Now, we understand that there's been bumps on the road. We've had clients who have lost money, but we've tried our utmost to ensure that if that's the case, we go above and beyond to try and help them, because the prop firm that we suggested didn't pay them, and that for me was really hard to stomach, because we wanted people to be successful, we wanted people to make money, and when that happened, I felt responsible, and I always made a point of trying our best to find a way around it. And that is for me what makes us quite different to a lot of others, because we have failed challenges, we have blown accounts, people have lost money, but it's the way in which we deal with that, and that's why our reputation is good, is because if something does go wrong, we don't just put down the phone and never answer it. We answer the phone, we deal with it together, as we should, as humans, and I think that kind of describes our values and the reason why we're still in business, because what we could have done 3-4 years ago is set up a business to pass top firm challenges and then just hang up the phone once someone didn't get paid, Instead, we've pushed through that barrier, tried to keep our relationships as good and as honest as possible with our clients, and build something that we truly believe is sustainable, not only for us, but for our clients as well. So we make money as well as our clients, and that should hopefully answer your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being honest and pragmatic as well. Your values ring so much to me. I remember my first feedback on what's the website called?
Trustpilot?
Trustpilot.
Yeah.
One of the key what I keep coming back to me again is values, values, values. Very good values. Consistency, honesty,
Yeah.
transparency.
Yeah.
So well done. So what do you see was this in 5, 10 years?
Well, ideally, what I want for Limitless is I want us to become a wealth management firm. So once we get to a point where we're regulated by the FCA, and we can hold investment funds and so on and so forth, that for me is the end goal for Limitless, so that we get to a point where we can manage people's money, we can do the investment side of it, we can start looking at institutional investment as well. That for me is the end goal. Once we get there, it will be a long road, but we're building more and more towards that area, because we've got some incredible softwares, some incredible strategies that have worked for years, and all we need to do now is get the regulations so that we can start to really work through that, and work on that for our clients, and start a wealth management kind of firm there. But I think that about wraps it out. I want to really thank you for your time. That's a long journey to get here over in West Wales, but it's been a real pleasure to have you, and it's been really good to bounce some ideas off of each other as well. And hopefully we'll have you back again.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll be happy to.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Honestly, I'm really, really excited.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm working with those guys for that particular days, honestly. I'm there with patience. I'm glad. I'm so pleased.